Welcome to Let's Talk Gardening. My name is Andre Bimray. My once beautiful lawn has been invaded by a very flat-growing, quite tough weed. It's called Dichondra repens. I think I've got the solution. Let me explain this to you. Our first step in combating weeds is to actually fertilize them. We want them to grow really well so they absorb the pesticide really quickly and easily. I'm going to be using Wonder LAN. Now LAN is simply nitrogen. So nitrogen, as we already heard in previous episodes, that stimulates the leaf growth. So we want strong, healthy leaves so the plant absorbs the pesticide really quickly. Very simple. We're going to use 20 grams per square meter, broadcast it lightly across the area. And then I can't say this enough. When you've put down fertilizer, make sure you water it in really well. The healthier your lawn is, the less likely you are to have that yellowing effect. And of course, the better you feed your lawn, the less likely you are to have weeds in the first place. Now, all Efekto's herbicides are color coordinated. They are purple. That means it's a herbicide. Because I'm dealing with a rather tough weed, this weed is called Dichondra repens. It's native to New Zealand and parts of Australia. And we certainly don't want any All Blacks in my lawn. So we are going to use turf weeder, the toughest of the lot, to get rid of that. This has got a combination of 3 active ingredients in one product. And inside, the leaflet will give you an exact description of how to use it, how much to use, on how many liters of water, and over what square meterage. Very simple. An additional product I'm going to use in our water is Efekto's G49. Now G49 is a wetter. What a wetter does, it breaks the surface tension of the water and makes the active ingredient that much easier for the plant to absorb. It is particularly effective when you have a plant with a waxy leaf. The instruction says I need to use 2 milliliters on 10 liters of water. So really I just need a bit of just a little drop of it in the 2 liters of water, and that will be more than enough to soften the water in well enough. So just a tiny drop, and we pour that into our spray mix, and then we're going to add our turf weeder. The instruction says I need to use 70 milliliters on 5 liters of water, and 5 liters of water is sufficient to spray 100 square meters of your lawn. I've only put 2 liters in here. That means I need 28 milliliters to do the same job. Okay, so we're going to be pouring 28. There we go. We need to open that. When you're spraying your weeds, you want to ensure that's a good sunny day, there's no wind blowing, and spray very low and quite close to the weed so you avoid spray drift. You do not want this getting on to your bedding plants. The idea of spraying is you spray your mix just to the point of runoff, and that will be good enough. I think we've done that area nicely. We will need at least one more and possibly even a third follow-up spray just to make sure we get rid of that weed completely. Efekto No Weed Paving is a ready-to-use formula. All you really have to make sure, shake it well before you use it. On the back, the instructions are very clear, very concise. So it's really a very simple matter of giving it a good shake and applying it to the leaf. Give it a full cover spray. You need the product to be on the leaf for at least 4 to 5 hours for it to then be completely rain fast. That means should it rain, it will not affect the pesticide that you applied. We've demonstrated how to use fertilizer to stimulate our weed growth so that when you apply your weed killer, it's really that much easier to kill. We then used Efekto's turf weeder to make sure that we get rid of that really tough looking and low growing Dichondra. In a few weeks, my lawn will be back to its pristine self and it will be lush and green. Catch us on the next Let's Talk Gardening.